Okay. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for being here at a very short notice, and a very happy Republic Day to everyone. It's a big moment for all of us, especially at here at AKGsOVIHAMS, as uh, today we'll be releasing our 100th issue of the newsletter. And very quickly, I would like to ask my father and founder director of AKGsOVIHAMS, Dr. A.K. Gupta, to welcome Dr. Manchanda sir and apprise all of us uh, about the activities and uh, everything of AKGsOVIHAMS. Papa.
Uh, Good evening. And first of all, at this outset, I would like to convey my, greeting for the Happy New Year, as well as on the, Republic Day. And today, incidentally, today on 26th of January, when we celebrate the 26th January as a Republic Day, which is the Constitution. And what a coincidence that we are also celebrating our 100th, issue of the newsletter, which again tells us how to do, what to do, and not to do. So it is kind of a thing, which goes hand in hand. First of all, I would like to welcome, Dr. R.K.Manchanda and Dr. Malikar also, and the other guests, those who are coming. And first of all, I would like to just to introduce that what AKGsOVIHAMS had been. It is Om Vidya Institute of Homeopathy and Allied Medical Sciences, which had been started on the name of my revered parents, Shri Om Prakash Gupta ji and Mrs. Vidyavati, way back in 1999. And today, whatever I think I am here, it is all because of due to my parents, as well as to my teacher, mentor, and my elder brother, Padam Shri Dr. V.K. Gupta. As far as my existence in world is concerned, is due to my parents. And whatever existence I have got in homeopathy is due to my brother, Padam Shri Dr. V.K. Gupta. I am grateful to all of them. And as a matter of fact, when I started this way back in 99, I had a vision that we should, have something kind of a integration, because every system has got something to offer, but every system has got some limitations also. So if we integrate that, it would be for the welfare of the patients, and I'm very delighted that the vision which I had seen, way back 30 years ago, it has taken the complete shape in the form of AYUSH, and I'm all the more delighted we have got the director of AYUSH with us today, to release this, newsletter of OVHAMS. And it was my dream again to have some kind of a, in-house journal or newsletter to bring update ourselves with the latest knowledge and apprise the other people also of the healthcare, homeopathy, and the well-being. Initially, it was not being started because, despite of wanting it, but it was in the year 2013 when my younger son, elder son, Dr. Sanket Gupta, renowned homeopath, he took the responsibility and took my vision to a practical shape and started this newsletter in October 2013. And today, we are completing the century of this, this thing. So batting had been good, by Dr. Sanket Gupta, who was joined by, my younger son, Karthik Gupta, who's a clinical psychologist in, and he started a very beautiful section of Mind the Mind, because as we were doing only the homeopathy earlier, and ever since he joined, he started a psychological section called Mind the Mind, and in which we've been talking, dealing with complete psychology, which he'll be telling about. And no sooner, later, that my daughter-in-law, Dharitri Datta Gupta, who also happened to be a clinical psychologist, she also started contributing to this. So now it is a home newsletter of the Gupta home, but it is reaching to every far and flung areas, to my patients, to my subscribers, and not to the national, it's reaching to the international level also. And I'm really, delighted and thankful to the entire team who have been working very hard to bring us this regularly, this newsletter. And during the COVID time, we had covered quite a good number of issues reaching this, dealing with this infection problem, with the post-COVID infection problem, and the complications and the psychological problems which patients had, gone through. And during that particular time, we had, as a team of AKGsOVIHAMS, had offered a helpline service to the patients, both medical homeopathy, through homeopathy, and psychologically through our psychologists. And we covered, I think more than 5,000 people have been benefited with our services during that time. So it's a good hallmark. And at the same time, an innumerable number of patients and the families were given homeopathic immunity booster doses also, which were recommended by the CCRH under the Ministry of AYUSH. So that has been one thing which was been really for the COVID part. And our entire team of homeopathy as well as psychology did a lot of radio talks and panel discussion in various radios and Doordarshan and TV programs also, to apprise and to help people. And this has been the contribution from our side, whatever best we could have done from the point of view of homeopathy as well as psychology. Because our aim has been always to reach to the patient and give the maximum care as far as possible. And with that, there was another vision which I had during the time of opening of AKGsOVIHAMS, to give the ID card, medical ID card. I'm very delighted to share with you that the Indian government has, also come up with the same medical card, now. And Dr. Manchanda, you must be, feeling delighted and happy that my vision is coming through and practically happening. So I'm really very much happy. I feel delighted, though I couldn't do it, but it is coming up in the big way. So congratulations to the entire team of AYUSH as well as the government of India. And with the newsletter, what we have been trying to approach to the people, that to make them aware of the various diseases, do's and don'ts, how it spreads, what they should do, what they can avoid, and what best possible treatment is available, not only in homeopathy or even other side of systems of medicine. They can also apply there and take it. At the same time, if we've started another section for the viewers' questions and queries, like they had any problems, medical problem or psychological problem. So our guests have been, our experts have been replying them in the benefiting manner. And we've been overrun by the people response that they've been wanting us to give more. So in the coming future, we would be intending to start something more sections in that. And the best part would be, we'll be, that's what I feel, that we'll be having one section for, or the guest column for the one specialist, from the national or international repute, who will be contributing to our AKGsOVIHAMS newsletter, and which would be again reaching to the people and to the masses to create the awareness and help them to their problems. The other thing which we have been always looking forward, that as on my side, I'm always open to the criticism and always open to the feedback, provided it should be a constructive one. So still, though we have already covered around 100 months now, but there could be some lapses, there could have been some shortcomings, which I would definitely like to people to tell us, so that we can rectify. And on this behalf, I would like to say that thing which we have not been able to do, that we have not been coming regularly on the timings of the releasing of our newsletter. Sometimes it has been a bit delayed, and also we'll be looking forward that our newsletter reaches to your hand in time. And I would prefer that you can recommend this newsletter to your friends and relatives for the creating awareness. And those who want to subscribe it, it's a free e-newsletter, so anyone can join us by just leaving their name and email ID on the chat box. So they'll be automatically, getting into our mailing list. So they'll be getting the regular supply of, newsletter without any interruption. And for those who have been interested in reaching of the previous, issues, as Dr. Sanket would tell, that we have got a link on that on our website. That's www.ovihams.com. So where all the our archive is there, all the issues are there. Anybody wants to read that, anybody wants to go for other reference, so it can be seen and it can be looked into that. And there have been one particular thing. Those who want to do some kind of a research, as we have been at AKGsOVIHAMS, are very keen to do some clinical research, and we are doing a lot of work for the some rare disease called motor neuron disease, and where we have succeeded to a great extent in alleviating the problem of the patient, the progression of the disease, which has been a very big problem as fast progressing disease. We have been able to control the fast growing degeneration, and been able to stabilize the progression, and the quality of life also has been improved overall. This is one aspect of the research, but at the same time, we are doing some research for the Behçet's and epidermolysis bullosa and spasmodic dysphonia also. We have got presently running 3 clinics in Delhi, West Delhi, South Delhi, and North Delhi. So, people from all over Delhi, they have been able to cover in our areas through the, our medical services. With that, the information, what I am trying to add on, that we would be like to add what is happening around the globe and international level, and what is happening in the homeopathy. This is also we would like to, include in, and I would like, Dr. Manchanda to help me in that particular manner also, so that we can introduce this kind of a information through the LMHIs. He's been very active, proactive from that. So despite of being a member, but we would like that other people also should able to get the access that what is happening around the world in homeopathy, because sometimes people think that there is no research, nothing is happening. It is not, the case is not so, but the unfortunate part is that there is no platform where we can showcase the things. So this is one platform which I would like for the Ministry of AYUSH as well as for LMHI to share their expertise or their articles or their events, so that we can spread the knowledge and the about the homeopathy at large. And with this, I think we have been very grateful for our Minister, Delhi Health Minister, to give us the message also in a very shortest possible time. We are looking forward for the association in the form. So far, this AKGsOVIHAMS, which has been absolutely, though it's under Society Act, but we haven't had taken any help, any kind of a contribution from anywhere. But we do intend to explore, put our vision at far off places. So we would be open for these suggestions and all that, that how can we can make it more global and reach to the more number of people. With this, Dr. Manchanda would be there to help us on that, because his idea, he has got a vast experience, and we would like to have the input from him to guide us for the betterment of this newsletter and overall, our efforts, that what we've been thriving upon, the very great, the idea which we started with this AKGsOVIHAMS, it reaches to the people and masses in the best possible manner. And we are, as we are committed for the betterment of health, medical health, physical health, and mental health, along with the well-being, this we are going to thrive. And I can assure you, the team of my youngsters, the my brigade, young brigade, I would call it, my both sons and my daughter-in-law, those who have been doing a very literally hard work, and they'll carry forward the thing which we have started with the zeal. It's picking up, and I'm looking forward that we reach to the far off places, and the time to come, people would really reckon with this AKGsOVIHAMS as a big organization with good theme and dedication towards the for the welfare of the patients and humankind. And I would be take a 1 minute over here that due to this AKGsOVIHAMS concept, Dr. Chaudhary, who was the Director of Health Services at that time, he visited our clinic, AKGsOVIHAMS, and he liked the idea so much of integration that he started the integration of many dispensaries, homeopathic and allopathic dispensaries into the allopathic hospital, which was turning point from Delhi government as well as for the homeopathy and Ayurveda. So I feel being the pioneer without any recognition, but yes, yes, we do feel happy that your concept and this thing has gone far. With this, the homeopathy part, I think we have tackled. I would not think that the psychological part, whatever we want to have in it, Dr. Karthik would like to say. With that, I again welcome all of you to this very short time notice and release of this 100th issue on the Republic Day, the day of Constitution, and for us, the day of newsletter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Quickly now, I would like to invite my younger brother, Karthik Gupta, who heads the Mind section of our newsletter, to talk about it briefly, and then we'll ask Dr. Manchanda. Thank you. Karthik?
Hello, good evening, everyone, and happy Republic Day. And sabse pehle, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time with us to celebrate this event. जैसा आप सब लोग जानते होंगे कि Mind section of AKGsOVIHAMS newsletter basically deals with psychological issues. So the main purpose of this section is to spread awareness about the importance of mental health and also to eradicate the widespread stigma when it comes to mental health and psychological issues. Over the years, we've covered a lot of psychological disorders like clinical depression, anxiety, OCD, and specifically during the past 2 years, since because of the pandemic, it had been very tough on each one of us. We have tried to deal with how people can keep their mental and emotional well-being during these challenging times. So we tried to cover a lot of those topics during the past 2 years, and we have got a good feedback. And also जो लोग अपने जैसे हम clinical practice में what we see, the kind of stories people share, the kind of experiences they share, so they also inspire us to take up certain topics and share them in the newsletter. So this is what we have been doing for the past couple of years, and I think for going ahead, that is again going to be our main motive, key to spread more awareness about the importance of mental health, ताकि जो इसमें stigma है and जो hesitation है that people feel to contact mental health professionals वो कम हो सके, क्योंकि lot of information is available online, but providing them the right information, scientifically proven information, and giving them the best guidance, that is what we want to do through our newsletters. So thank you very much everyone for your time. Again, happy Republic Day, and let us all be responsible citizens of India, play our part to make our country a better place to live, happier, healthier, cleaner, so that the future generations can actually be proud of living in this country again. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthik. Very well spoken. And I would now request our chief guest, Dr. Manchanda, sir, to kindly grace the occasion and with his few words and kindly release the issue. Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sanket. First of all, I would like to congratulate Dr. A.K. Gupta for developing a good team and also continuing with the vision of OVIHAMS. I'm associated with this organization, I think, since beginning. When the first clinic was inaugurated somewhere in Tilak Vihar, Tilak Nagar, I
Yeah.
think, or in that area.
Yes.
I don't remember precisely, but in that area
Gangara
where,
Vatika.
yes, where I saw first time that Dr. Gupta is very passionate and is having a very clear vision that homeopathy can't do everything. We need to see that whatever good is available in other pathies, that should also be there. And there was one chamber for Ayurvedic doctor, one for yoga. Then allopathic lab was also there. People can get on testing at a very cheaper cost. And that area was also that was a very, very charitable work which he started. I don't know whether still it is going on or it what shape still. But I must congratulate for the vision. That was the right vision. Now the whole world is talking about integrated medicine. That whatever best is there, even WHO, even different companies, our national health policies, all are talking about this. But Dr. Gupta had vision even at that point of time. So my congratulations to him. Also for developing this, for continuously publishing this newsletter. I often feel that newsletter is one of the very, very difficult things. You have to be very, very on time. You have to take care of so many things all the time. And normally it is being done by institutions. But when a person whose primary work is private practitioner, he establishes an organization, that too a charitable organization, a foundation, with having a reverence for the parents and then for the overall AYUSH and allied systems. So it is all very, very commendable. And I always admire and appreciate. My association with Dr. Gupta dates back to Nehru Homeopathic Medical College. He was our senior and I have learned a lot from him when he was doing early days of practice, and then I used to meet him. So he used to guide us that what are the ways of having better practice and what more needs to be done in homeopathy. So my admiration and my appreciation of Dr. Gupta is always there. And today I'm honored that he invited me to release this 100th issue of this OVIHAMS, which I am reading, I think, since beginning, because earlier it was in printed form and now it is in e-form. So we are getting this. And why I appreciate this type of initiative is that often in our private practice, we are very much satisfied just by treating patients, and we never communicate what are our experiences. We never interact with whether the policies of the government or policies of different states, policies of homeopathy and health sector in particular, what is going on. I found Dr. Gupta is always proactive. And through this newsletter, he has been educating patients, first of all, then even to the profession. I have seen several times that he's sharing his successful cases of wards other day with pictures and many other diseases like osteoarthritis, so many experiences which he has. He often shares with the profession, which is very, very important. Many times, private practitioners are not able to share their experiences. They don't have any platform. Because when they go for publication, they require very, very high standard of peer review and so. But such newspapers gives opportunity to share your experiences with the profession as well as educating patients about the importance of homeopathy. I have also seen over a period of time that whenever there was any issue, he has often raised either through newspaper or by going to radio, TV and telling about what needs to be done at that particular time with homeopathy. So all these initiatives are, I think, very, very important. And I think that at least those who are in private practice and they must feel and they should feel inspired from the vision of Dr. Gupta. Normally such vision comes when you work in government sector in an institution, but a person who is in private practice and is contributing so much. And I hope his both sons, Karthik and Sanket, and with daughter-in-law also, I was not aware about this. that this team will carry this vision forward and will add much more to it. And I will look forward to reading more and more newsletters in times to come. So with these words, I release this newsletter, and I think you may now circulate to all of us as well as to the entire world. And I also know about the interaction of Dr. Gupta often with the at LMHI, that I hardly see that there is any international congress where Dr. Gupta was not presenting his work. Whatever experience is giving to the profession, and this is required. And I hope that this newsletter is also will be appreciated by the LMHI. I would also like to inform all of you that recently we concluded LMHI colloquium where Dr. Gupta also participated. That recording and all the things are available on the portal. All of you can enjoy that also. So with these words, thank you very much for giving me opportunity to be here and sharing my thoughts on OVIHAMS and on this newsletter. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll now, with your permission, I'll just Karthik, screen share.
Okay.
Karthik, disable whoever screen sharing. Karthik सुन नहीं रहा है.
नहीं, अब हो गया. Now you are the host. Now you can share.
Yeah. So this is our website, ovihams.com, and there on the newsletter, on the icon newsletter, when you click that, you see this our 100th issue.
Very good.
And this is our 100th issue.
Very good. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. This is our entire team of the AKGsOVIHAMS with the last 100 months, what all we've covered. A note from our founder director. When you click on this link, it will directly take you to the newsletter section, and you can view all our previous newsletters as well. This has been the journey of our newsletters over the last 100 months. All the issues that we have covered, all the diseases, both but from the homeopathic point of view and the psychological point of view, have been showcased here. And these are few of the cases which patients have shared, cured cases, some of them very, very incurable and difficult cases. People have given their own testimonials as well for both psychology and homeopathy. These are the events and activities that have taken place at AKGsOVIHAMS in and around the world. Sir, do you remember this release in the
Pyarelal Bhavan.
Pyarelal Bhavan,
Yes,
sir?
yes, I know.
Yes.
I know. I've been associated with all these
Yes, sir.
activities right from the
Yes, sir.
beginning.
This is the health
Yes.
minister, Satyendra Jainji, Dr. Basi.
Satyendra Jain. He wanted to be with her, but somehow I believe he was very occupied, obviously.
Elections.
Yes. But he has given his message very nicely, so we'll share with that also. These are some of the cases as well. So this is a diabetic foot, you can see, completely cured. Non-healing wound. This is a case of epidermolysis bullosa, cured with homeopathy. These are some things, some messages, some words which always give encouragement for future work and activities. Message from Mr. Satendra Jain, the Health Minister of Delhi. Manchanda sir, our very own. Dr. Khurana sir, he's the chairman of National Commission of Homeopathy. Then Mr. K.G. Suresh, very eminent figure in journalism.
Vice Chancellor.
He's a Vice Chancellor of Makhanlal University. Then Mr. C.K. Khanna, he was a former BCCI president. He's a patient as well. Then Mr. Mayank Agarwal, he's DG Doordarshan, he's a patient as well. All of these are our patients. Then a very nice, sweet message from the psychological university. Dr. Malika, special message. Thank you, sir. Dr. Khetapal.
He's been associated with us right from beginning.
Yes, he's been a part of OVM since inception. And Mr. Asapal Singh. Mr. Asapal Singh's entire family is my patient. They've been with homeopathy since his grandchild was born, and he's a big boy now. So all of the family is taking only homeopathy, and even during COVID, they all were treated only with homeopathy. Dr. Nakul Parashar, very special friend of my father, Dr. A.K. Gupta. He's a member of the scientific committee and director of Vigyan Prasar. Sorry. Then this is Mr. Vukovic, who was, as he's mentioned in his message also, they got their daughter because of homeopathy, as they say. Mr. Goraya, he was former IG of the ITPP police. Mr. Sushil Kumar Sen, thank you, sir. Dr. Shahji. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the immense support. It's a big thank you to all of you. And we wish to only be more better, be more interactive, and try to provide as much information and as much awareness in the all spheres of life concerned with health. We would try to do our best, and we hope to have your support and always, looking forward to your support from all of you. Thank you very much. And I'll just invite Dharitri to say her word of thanks. Dharitri Datta, who is a clinical psychologist. She's also a lecturer now at Guwahati Medical College. And she would just convey our regards and thank you to all of you. Thank you so much.
Guwahati, Assam.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to say the vote of thanks and be a part of this event. So definitely this event came out to be much bigger than what we had expected. And definitely I want to first thank Dr. Manchanda sir for being with us. Your words of encouragement definitely means a lot, and you took out your time to be with us, and releasing this newspaper definitely means a lot for us. Then I have to thank my father-in-law and our founder director, Dr. A.K. Gupta, because with his constant ideas, his encouragement, his motivation, we would not have reached where we are today. Then I have to thank Dr. Sanket Gupta, because I have seen it with his clinical practice, with his family responsibilities. Still, he is taking out the time for the last 8.5 years to compile the newsletter and to bring it in front of all of us. And without his effort, this continuous effort for the last 8.5 years, definitely we would not have been able to release this 100th issue of the newsletter. I have to thank Mr. Kartik Gupta for his inputs in the psychological section, Mind the Mind. And with this section, definitely we are catering to the people and we are trying to spread as much awareness as we can regarding mental health. And definitely, so it's a huge effort on his part as well. And I have to thank our family members for giving us the time and space to work on this. And I have to thank the guests who are today here with us, because we invited all of you in a very short notice, but still on a holiday, you are here with us, and being a part of our happiness, that definitely means a lot. So thank you each and every one of you for your effort, for your time and being with us. And we promise, as Dr. Sanket has already said, we will continue and we promise and we will continue to put our best effort and make this whole event and the newsletter bigger and better. Thank you so much, everyone. And with this, I think we have come to the end.
Yeah, can I ask everyone to, just switch on their video or the camera? So
Just one more thing I want to add. Those all who have joined and who have not received the newsletters, just they can leave their email IDs and phone numbers in the chat box so that we can deliver it to them whenever.
Yeah, and all are requested to just switch on their camera so that we can have a picture of together. Who's going to take it? Neeraj, are you able to take that?
Yes, I'll take that.
Everyone?
मैंने तो शक्ल दिखा दी, बात बंदी कर दी.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you once again. Thanks, and please leave your name and email ID so that we can send the newsletter directly. Otherwise, once all the subscribers will be getting it regularly now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Manchanda. Dr. Malik.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And again,
thank you, sir.
very happy, healthy New Year and a very happy, healthy Republic Day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, one and all. Can we close the meeting?
Yes.
Hmm?